I had a really deep topic to discuss today, but I'm kinda in a hurry, so let's save it for tomorrow. But maybe this can be an intro to that. It's about the genius philosophers and psychologists where they take their ideas in the end. And how they miss certain parts, in my opinion. And in general, how people are so specialized. They don't see the bigger picture. They don't really see that everything is connected and everything affects everything. I first got this concept that people are way too specialized in today's modern world rather than generalized, which how people in the nature are. From Ido Portal, the movement guy, to me he is one of the most intelligent people out there that I have encountered in the interwebs. Never met the guy, but he just took also his ideas, to my honest opinion, to a very empty place, just moving around all day practicing. I can see why he did it, but I can also say that it's not the answer to this meaningless existence in the matrix. It seems so empty, like there's not that light on the end of the tunnel. It's just darkness again, just in the void. But that guy really intelligent though. He was the first one I got this idea that we're way too specialized. We know all the nitty-gritty details about this one thing, but then we miss all the other things here. There's like these million other things that we know jack shit about, and it fucks us up. Like I never really was like that. To me that's just common sense that you need to know all the basic shit to function properly. What fucked me up though is that there's so many traps, little potholes. You lose your leg here, you lose your left eye there, you lose couple brain cells there, and you lose your dick here. There's so many traps to fall into when you try to know everything. But in the nature, people just got this shit down because they are not exposed to all these toxic ideas and beliefs that we are in this freaking circus of mess. And that's where many of the philosophists and psychologists and people who go to the therapy to talk about their trauma and wounds Like they always say, oh man, I've been on the therapy now for 3 months, I feel so much better. Then you see that person like a few months later and you're like, you healed now? And he or she is like, no, life's still a beach. But I feel like I'm making progress. Then you see him or her 1 year later again and it's the same old story. Because you cannot, maybe you can, but it really seems like when you look around, it really seems like you cannot get over, you cannot heal from the wound you have. You can't heal that trauma just by talking about it. You need a little bit more than that. It's always these great ideas you get from the philosophists and psychologists, even the top ones like Carl Jung level, Sigmund Freud and Nietzsche and shit. Like they're so beautiful ideas when you read about it, when you imagine in your head, in your thoughts, you think about those concepts and you're gonna do this and that and it feels in the moment so good, now I'm gonna be healed. But then life goes into cycles and suddenly you feel like shit again. Because you cannot freaking get over it just by thinking about these things. This is one of the biggest traps to me. And you can take also this to the spiritual level, that like religions, like this is the biggest trap when you just think you can think about getting over these emotions that are trapped inside of your body. You can heal these wounds just by talking about your feelings and that. Yeah, it might help, but they come back if you don't change your outside environment pretty much completely and you don't change your inside environment. And your thoughts ain't the only thing that affect your inside environment. Like some of these psychologists for their freaking whole lives seem to think, they always talk about those ideas and what causes what. Like you had this trauma because of this. Okay, now I understand why I got this trauma. Doesn't mean the wound is healed now because I understand what happened. Because you have to change your whole freaking thing. Nobody talk. There is couple people, but many people don't talk about this shit. This is way more important, in my opinion, than just thinking about these things. Jordan Peterson, perfect example. This guy being this genius psychologist, professor in Harvard, knows Nietzsche, knows the Bible, Old and New Testament, can read it backwards and shit, can make it sound real cool to your ass, all that. But he understood about the meaning of this thing 60 years into his game. Like he didn't care about what he eats, which is some of the most basic shit to me. What actually affects your biochemistry the most, that can help you heal the most. Because it actually regenerates your body on a whole different level. Yeah, like I said, everything affects everything. Don't take it that this only. I talk about that a lot in this channel. This ain't the only thing. You need everything, because everything affects everything. But this genius philosophist and psychologist, 60 years it took him to understand this. He was alcoholic, he was fat, and then he got real sick. Wonder why? Then he understood the power of this thing. Okay, it wasn't a quick video today. I got really into this. This is one of the most important topics, in my opinion, that people don't get right now. So many are stuck into this. Just thinking about thinking, basically. When you're just thinking about thinking, you can change everything with your thoughts only. But they don't understand that when you actually want to make a change, and even still, I wouldn't say if you get all this shit right, the outside environment, all that, if the wound is real deep, it might be impossible to heal it in this lifetime, and that's just how it is. That's why in my base knowledge channel I have very good video to talk about how to raise up kids, create a healthy family, 2 videos actually, and what causes these wounds and traumas in this society. That's the real root cause to these problems and how to prevent them. Because you can only do so much if the wound is real deep and you are really hurt. You can only do so much. And that sucks. That sucks real bad. But that's this system. This system fucks us up. And that's where all of these people who got all these big platforms, they don't speak about. I wonder why. I wonder why. Anyway, see you on the next one.